Hi to all. Welcome to my 9th class on the pair of linear equations in two variables, chapter 3. Today I am going to discuss some word problems from exercise 3.5. Look at a question. Places A and B are 100 km apart on a highway. One car starts from A and another from B at the same time. If the car travels in the same direction at different speeds, they meet in 5 hours. If they travel towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. What are the speeds of two cars? You already know. Speed is equal to distance traveled by time. Distance traveled by time. If it is so, what is distance? Yes, it is speed into time. Suppose a car is moving with a 40 kilometer per hour. That means speed is 40 kilometer per hour. After 2 hours, how many kilometer it will travel? How will you find it? Here time you can take it as 2 hours. So distance covered by that car in 2 hours you can write it as 40 into 2, that is 80 kilometers. That means to find out the distance, you simply multiply the speed by time. Let us look at the question. Here you can see two cars. Let this car starts from A and another car starts from B. This distance, that means from A to B, you can take it as 100. The car starting from B will move in this direction and the car from A also in the same direction, but their speeds are different. Suppose these two cars meet at a point C. This is the point where these two cars meet. Let x be the speed of the car starting from A and y be the speed of the car starting from B. Let x kilometer per hour be the speed of the car starting from A and y kilometer per hour be the speed of the car starting from B. Now what is the distance? AC. AC means the distance covered by the car from A to C. It is given that if the cars are moved in same direction, they meet in 5 hours. That means time is 5 hours, speed is x kilometer per hour. So the distance covered by the car starting from A, you can write it as x into 5. That is 5x kilometer be the distance covered by the car starting from A. If it is so, what is BC? The speed of the car starting from B is y. Time taken is 5 hours. Therefore, BC is equal to y into 5, which is 5y kilometer. Now, how will you form an equation? You know the distance AB is equal to 100 kilometer. From AC and BC, will you get AB? Here you will get AC minus BC as 100. That is 5x minus 5y is equal to 100. That is AC means the distance from A to C and BC means the distance from B to C. So if you subtract BC from AC, you will get AB, that is 100 kilometers. So the first equation you can write it as, if the car moves in same direction, you can write 5x minus 5y is equal to 100. You can divide throughout the equation by 5. You will get x minus y is equal to 20. This you can take it as equation 1. Then what about the second condition? According to the second condition, the cursor moves in opposite direction. That is, car from A move in this direction and car from B moves in this direction. Suppose both the car meets at a point in this point. Let that point be D. Here you can see the car travels towards each other. They meet in 1 hour. That is, time taken the car starting from H to reach D is 1 hour. Similarly, from B to D also it takes 1 hour. So, what is the distance AD? AD, you can write speed as x kilometer and time as 1. So, it is x kilometer. Then what about BD? Speed of the car starting from B is y kilometer per hour and time taken is 1, so it is y kilometer. Then how will you form an equation? Equation you can see AB you can write it as AD plus BD is equal to AB. That means this total length you will get it as AB, that is 100. So here AD you can take it as x plus y is equal to 100. This will be the second equation. So we can write, if the car moves in opposite direction, you can write x plus y is equal to 100. This is the equation 2. You got equation 1 and equation 2. You can solve it by cross multiplication method. That you do yourself. Here is a question. A part of monthly hostel charge is fixed and the remaining depends on the number of days one has taken food in the mess. That means there is a fixed charge and charge per day. Suppose fixed charge, let it be 100 rupees. And the charge per day is 20 rupees. Now if you are staying 5 days, that means you have to pay 100 plus for 5 days 5 into 20. That means 100 plus 100, 200 rupees you have to pay. That is the fixed charge and charge per day. When a student A takes food for 20 days, she has to pay rupees 1000 as hostel charges. Whereas a student B who takes food for 26 days pays 1180 rupees as hostel charges. Find the fixed charges and the cost of food per day. Here, let me take fixed charge as X and cost of food per day as Y. So you can write, let X be the rupees X be the fixed charge and rupees Y be the cost of food per day. Now according to the first condition, what is the first condition? A takes food for 20 days. She has to pay rupees 1000. For 20 days means fixed charge you can take it as X, and for 20 days per day you have to charge give Y rupees. That is 20 into Y, which comes rupees 1000. That means X plus 20Y is equal to 1000 is the equation number 1. Now look at the second condition. Second condition is food for 26 days. B pays rupees 1180. How will you form an equation? Yes, the fixed charge you can take it as X, and for 26 days it is 26Y and it comes as 1180. So you can write according to the second condition, X plus 26Y is equal to 1180. 80. So you got the equation. Now you can do it. Do yourself. Here is the question to find out a fraction. A fraction becomes 1 by 3 when 1 is subtracted from the numerator, and it becomes 1 by 4 when 8 is added to its denominator. Find the fraction. So you can take, let us take x be the numerator and y be the denominator. Then what is the fraction? Therefore, fraction you can write it as x by y. You have to find out x and y. What is the first condition? According to the first condition, when 1 is subtracted from the numerator, the fraction becomes 1 by 3. So, here numerator we took it as x. So, according to the first condition, you can write it as x minus 1 by y no change, which is equal to 1 by 3. Now, cross multiply, what will you get? 3 into x minus 1 is equal to y into 1. That is 3x minus 3 is equal to y. Y you transpose to the other side. So, 3x minus y minus 3 is equal to 0 is the first equation. So, a1 3, b1 negative 1, c1 negative 3. Now, what is the second condition? Second condition given in the question is, when 8 is added to the denominator, it becomes 1 by 4. That means, no change in the numerator. Numerator you can take it as x. 8 is added to its denominator. That is, denominator is y. Y plus 8, it gives 1 by 4. Do cross multiply, x into 4 is equal to y plus 8 into 1. 4x is equal to y plus 8. So, terms solved together you can write, take in one side, that is 4x minus y minus 8 is equal to 0. This is the second equation. Now you can find it out by cross multiplication method, very easy. So, do yourself. Here is the next question. Yash scored 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for each right answer and losing 1 mark for each wrong answer. Had 4 marks been awarded for each correct answer and 2 marks been deducted for each incorrect answer, then Yash would have scored 50 marks. How many questions were there in the test? That is the question. Here, for correct answer, you are getting 4 marks, and for incorrect answer, you are losing 2 marks. Suppose you have 10 correct answer and 3 incorrect answer. How much marks you will get it? How will you find it? For 10 correct answer, you will get 10 into 4, that is 40 marks. For 2 wrong answer, you will get 3 into 2, that is 6 marks. Then how much marks you may get? That is 40 minus 6, that is 34, you will get it. Here in this question, we can take, let x be the number of right answer and y be the number of wrong answer. So we can write, let the number of right answers be x and number of wrong answers be y. Then if you add x and y, you will get the total number of questions. Now look at the first condition. Yash scored 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for right answer and losing 1 mark for each wrong answer. So, for right answer, how much marks he may get? Number of right answer is x. Per each right answer, you will get it 3 marks. So, it will be 3 into x. That means, the marks obtained from the right answer, you can write it as 3 into x. Then, the marks for each wrong answer, he is losing 1 mark. So, number of wrong answer be y. So, it is y into 1 or 1 into y. Now, from right answer, if you subtract wrong answer, you will get a total mark, that is 40. So, the equation you can write as 3x minus y is equal to 40. That will be equation number 1. Then what is equation number 2? Had 4 marks been awarded for each correct answer? For each correct answer, 4 marks. So that you can write it as 4 marks for each correct answer means marks obtained from correct answer is 4 into x, that is 4x, and 2 marks being deducted from each incorrect answer. Total number of wrong answer we took it as y. So 2 marks for each wrong answer means total mark he losing is 2y, and he scored 50 marks. That means 4x minus 2y. You can divide throughout by 2, so you get 2x minus y is equal to 25. This you take it as 2. Now by cross multiplication method you can solve these two equations. You will get the value of x and y. You add it, then you will get the number of questions. This question we already discussed. So let us look at the next question. The area of a rectangle gets reduced by 9 square meters if its length is reduced by 5 units and breadth is increased by 3 units. You don't know what length and breadth. So we can take length as x and breadth as y. So we can write, let x and y be the length and breadth of a rectangle respectively. Now what's its area? You know, area of the rectangle is equal to length into breadth. So here it is x into y or xy. Now look at the first condition. The area of a rectangle gets reduced by 9 square units. That means xy gets reduced by 9 means area minus 9. Xy minus 9. When its length is reduced by 5 units, length reduced by 5 units means length is x and it is x minus 5. And breadth is increased by 3 units. Breadth is y, so y plus 3. Now, if length is reduced by 5 and breadth increased by 3, its area reduced by 9. So, if length is x minus 5 and breadth is y plus 3, its area will be x minus 5 into y plus 3. This gives hy minus 9. Now simplify it. You multiply x into y plus 3, that is hy, x into y, hy, x into plus 3, that is 3x. Now minus 5 into y, that is minus 5y. Now minus 5 into 3, that is minus 50 is equal to hy minus 9. Now take all the terms one side, that is hy plus 3x minus 5y minus 15. Then hy transposing, you will get minus hy. Then minus 9 will become plus 9 is equal to 0. Now here you can see xy minus xy is equal to 0. Then you will get 3x minus 5y. Now minus 15 plus 9, it is minus 6 is equal to 0. This you can take it as equation number 1. Now look at the second condition. If we increase the length by 3 units, that means length is equal to x plus 3 and breadth by 2 units. Breadth also increasing by 2 units. That means y plus 2. The area will be increased by 67 units. That means area hy will be hy plus 67 square. Now according to the second condition, how will you form an equation? That means the length is x plus 3 into y plus 2 is equal to xy plus 67. Do simplify, what will you get? X into y, xy plus x into 2, 2x. Similarly, 3 into y, 3y and 3 into 2 plus 6 is equal to xy plus 67. That is xy plus 2x plus 3y plus 6 transpose xy plus 67 to the other side, that is minus xy minus 67 is equal to 0. Here xy minus xy becomes 0. Then 2x plus 3y. Now 6 minus 67, it is minus 61 is equal to 0. This will be the second equation. So here, so write b1 b2 c1 c2 a1 a2 and b1 b2 and cross multiply, you will get the value of x and y. Here is your answers. Do verify yourself. That is all for today's class. Have a nice day.